Welcome to Destin-Nation with the adventures of C&C. Now let's go discover the hidden gems and hot spots in Destin, Florida.
Taking my chances along with my dreams.
When in Destin, one must visit Crab Island. Destin, Florida is known for its pristine beaches, crystal clear water, crystal clear green water. That's why it's known as the Emerald Coast. But there's so much more to discover into Destin, and we are going to take you on a tour with us. We are in love with Destin. We originally booked for 4 days, and now we're staying like 28 days. We kept extending for 7 days, 14, and then we decided to stay a month so that we could cover all these beautiful beaches and attractions and share them with you. And if you have the chance to visit the Destin area and the Panhandle, we highly recommend it. The first time I came to Destin, my biggest takeaway was that it was sand and water. There was no garbage. I had lived on the Atlantic side for 3 years, and there was always a lot of garbage onto the beach, but not in Destin. It's sugar white sand and crystal clear water, and we absolutely love it here and highly recommend. We have traveled from the northeast side all the way down the coast, and from the south side up the west to the Panhandle. And this is our #1 spot. These beaches are the closest to the Caribbean I have ever seen. It's just beautiful. High season is between March, when it warms up, because it does get pretty cold in the winter. I didn't realize that until this trip. So high season is between March and September. Prices are more. So as snowbirds, if you come down and you're okay with the colder weather, the prices are better between November and March. So that's a tip for you. But the water would also be cool. And right now the water is super warm, and we are enjoying it so much. So follow us for a tour of Destin, Florida. We booked a tour to Crab Island with one of the companies out of Destin, and we had a little confusion. The reservation did not have an address, and I called the wrong company, got a different address, and we arrived 2 minutes before departure, and we couldn't get on board. So now we have a picnic packed already, and we're just sitting on the boardwalk in the shade having our picnic because we have rebooked for the tour tomorrow. When visiting Destin, whoa! You should experience that, is what I was going to say. Today is take 2 for us. When visiting Destin, you must visit Crab Island. We have seen this like all over YouTube. So yesterday we arrived too late because coming from Santa Rosa Beach to Destin, the traffic can be horrific. It can take 15 minutes to go 1 mile. So plan ahead. Today we were here an hour in advance. We chose Destin Snorkel. The boat is called Reef Runner. It looks pretty comfy. And they stay over there. You leave your stuff on the boat because it's a sandbar, so you're in the water all the time. Everything gets wet, so you must go to Crab Island when you are visiting Destin. So come on, grab your swimsuit and head with us over to Crab Island.
Hey, first of all, this is a Coast Guard regulated vessel. We're going to have emergency equipment on board. We have life jackets for you. They're going to be in this middle box here. You guys do not need to wear those life jackets on this trip unless and until you see me and Cole put one on and jump over without you. No, I'm kidding. Anything happens, Cole's going to be handing out life jackets to make sure we're going to go. We're going to have fire extinguishers. One on the starboard or right side of that box and one on the port or left side of that box. And I've got one hiding somewhere here, right on the front of the helm. We're also going to have this white life ring right in front of the helm. That's for the event of a man overboard. If somebody falls, goes over the side, falls into the water when they're not supposed to be. If you see that happen, congratulations, you are now employed. You have a job. I need you keeping your eyes on it. Keep your finger pointed at them the whole time. Yell out, man overboard, so I know. We'll turn the boat around, come back by, Cole will toss the life ring at you. He's getting like 5 out of every 7 back in, all right? He's getting better. We might need a little practice, though, if I need volunteers to go in. And I know it is getting hot out there, guys. It is June. It is sweltering. We have water, ice cold water for you guys on board. I have an ice chest right up front, ice chest right back there. Whenever you want one, feel free to grab one. Holler here, Cole will grab you one, toss you one, and do not be shy about drinking it. I do not want you guys getting dehydrated, heat stroke out here.
Thank you. We are heading under the Brooks Bridge. This is a 4-lane steel and concrete bridge. This got its name from John Thomas Brooks, who in 1868 purchased 111 acres of what is now downtown Fort Walton Beach. This bridge has a clearance of 50 feet. It cannot accommodate large ships, and I believe there has been accidents in the past. There is a plan to build a new bridge. I believe it's going to cost like 170 million. It should be completed by 2027, and the new bridge will have 6 lanes. This bridge gets pretty busy with traffic. We went over from, this connects downtown Destin to Fort Walton Beach, and when we took this bridge over, it was bumper to bumper traffic. So just know that it can be pretty busy onto this bridge, but it's better than the alternate route, because the alternate route you have to go north and through the inland past the bay, the Chattahoochee Bay. So if you go around, it's going to take you a lot longer, so you better just sit in traffic and use the bridge because it's still the much quicker route. And now for the main event, Crab Island. Woohoo! And I believe this is our welcoming committee out here.
If you feel like you're drowning anywhere on Crab Island, stand up. Just stay on Crab Island, you'll be fine. Also, please do not go off the edge of the Crab Island. It is a short drop off. If you go off, the current right now will take you to Shalimar. That's a long ride back. I brought you out here. I'd like to take all 40 something of you guys back home. I don't know. We'll do it time again. While you guys are out here, I'm good if you go off. I know Reef Burger, I think they got a concert going on. They got burgers, they got the general store, barbecue bus, all that stuff. Whenever you go off, remember what the boat looks like. This is Reef Runner. We got the white top, white sides, blue deck, blue rails, all right?
Definitely a bucket list item for me. I have been looking at these Crab Island videos in Destin forever now and been wanting to come. It's just amazing being here. And anytime we check off these items off our list, as we were pulling in, I was like emotional just knowing that I see these things and then I can get to experience them. This is so beautiful. When in Destin, one must visit Crab Island. Just look at this. The water is crystal clear. We stayed an extra week because this is something we really wanted to do. And today was take 2 because we missed the boat yesterday. So a lesson to everybody is give yourself like an extra 30 minutes for traffic. Oh, and I see a jellyfish. Did you see it? So Crab Island used to be an island, a real island out of the water, and it was destroyed by a hurricane. Now it's a sandbar. It's really shallow. The captain said if you feel like you're drowning, just stand up. But if you go off the edge, there's a big drop off right around the edges. So they suggest to just stay on the sandbar. Yes, that was a jellyfish. I guess because the water's pretty flat, it just kind of like roll in here, because now I've seen lots of jellyfish. So here's the tip: try and stay clear of the jellyfish. Crystal clear. So there is a restaurant, and under the white tent there's a concert, there's a band playing. There's also a general store, and there's a lot of boats that come around selling stuff, even acai bowls. This is so super cool. What an awesome experience. And now I have something really important to share with you about Crab Island, because I was really surprised with this. While we were out there, and this was a 3-hour tour, we were out there for 3 hours, and the tide changed halfway through. I was in the water and it started moving faster, seaweed coming through, and I recognized that this was a change into the tide. And with the change in tide to high tide, the water went from being crystal clear and this pretty blue look to green. So I want you to know that you should plan your trip around the tide, because with the high tide, the water looks completely different. And I was so shocked to see the difference when we left from when we went there. And I'm so happy that when we got there, it was low tide and we were able to experience the beauty of the clear water and the colors. So this is something you should know. Bye-bye Crab Island. Until the next time, we highly recommend this adventure.
This is so nice, and there's multiple ways of getting out there. If you have your own boat, you can head out with your own boat. You can rent pontoons, and there's multiple Crab Island adventure tours heading out there. So if you are in the Destin area, we highly recommend it.
So we've heard that this world famous AJ's is the best restaurant in Destin. So we are heading in to check it out. So if you're hungry, come with us and get a bite at AJ's.
And I can hold my own head. Yeah, I can love me better there. You can love me better. I can love me better, baby. Can love me better. I can love me better, baby. I do myself for hours. Sleeping to dawn and understand. Oh, I can take myself better. And I can hold my own head. Yeah, I can love me better there. You can love me better. I can love me better, baby. Can love me better. I can love me better, baby. Can love me better.
The location is absolutely perfect. Just look at this view, and it's so entertaining looking at the boats going by. And although my bacon wrapped scallops were delicious, the food, all the food in general, was kind of so-so. The prices are good, and the benefit is you don't pay for parking. So if you're eating at AJ's, you park for free, and after that you can go ahead and walk on the boardwalk and explore the other, shops and restaurants along the harbor walk. So the benefit is you are saving $20 on that parking. Harbor Walk Village is like the heart of Destin. When you are visiting Destin, you must visit the Harbor Walk Village. There's so many different shops and restaurants. It's very family friendly. It's dog friendly. There's a beautiful Emerald Grand Hotel. There's rock climbing. There's zip lining. It's so cool. You can just sit there and watch people zip lining above. Of course, it's right on the waterfront. It's very entertaining just to sit and watch the boats going in and out. But do know, once you make a left in that parking lot, it is a $20 parking fee. So make it count when visiting the Harbor Walk Village. We went on to a Sunday, and the charter boats had just come in from fishing. Look at these fish. We were staying out for hours, and I didn't have a cooler. Otherwise, I would have bought some of this fresh fish. But they supply all the restaurants along here. Instead of going to look for fish, I believe that he has smelled and he saw the fishermen coming in with these delicious looking red fish, and he's coming for a hand-me-out. I don't blame him, actually. It's just so cool just hanging out here. We were here on a rainy day, and it was fine. It was just a light rain. We had an umbrella, but it's just so nice and peaceful sitting here onto the water. You can watch the charter boats coming in, all the adventure boats. It's just such a nice spot. I believe that these tiki boats are like the oldest running charters going out to Crab Island. We did not elect to go with the tiki bar boat because it seemed small and a little cramped, so that's why we went with a bigger boat. It was much more comfortable, and I believe the prices are very similar though. We also went to the East Pass, and we had some lunch and happy hour drinks there. It was really, really yummy. And we made friends with the bartender, Nick, who allowed us to put our Adventures of CNC sticker on his tip jar. That was super nice. Thank you, Nick. did just a tiny bit of shopping. I actually supported Four Oceans by buying myself this new Four Oceans bracelet. For those of you who don't know, Four Oceans is an organization that pulls plastic and garbage out of the ocean. These bracelets are made from recyclable plastic, and for every bracelet and every support that you give to Four Oceans, they pull more garbage and plastic out of the ocean. This is one of my favorite charities, and if you can, I highly recommend that you help support Four Oceans. Next up is Henderson Beach State Park. We have been told that these beaches at Henderson Beach State Park are the prettiest in the Panhandle. We will soon find out. This is Henderson State Park Beach. It's $6 admission and it's cash only, so make sure you have your cash. And this beach is supposed to be one of the prettiest beaches in Destin, so we are going to check it out. There's beach umbrella and chair rental, but it's a little pricey.
Hello.
$6?
Yep.
How many people?
2.
You probably missed me.
I think I got you. Were you saying cheese?
Y'all enjoy your day.
Thank you.
So we got a perfect parking spot, and this looks like easy access to the beach. There's the boardwalk right ahead. It's a Saturday and it looks quite busy, but that's okay, it's a big beach. There's a big picnic pavilion, and here's the boardwalk. Oh, I love when they have showers. Very easy access. There's actually several boardwalks, 3. And of course there's a ramp. Makes it easy for everyone. And look at that beach. The sand is white like sugar. And the ocean emerald green. That's where it gets its name, the Emerald Coast. And you can see from here how crystal clear it is. Oh, look at this, there's going to be a wedding. Area between signs reserved for a wedding ceremony. That's cool. We've seen a few weddings on the beach now. Did you know the white sand of Destin is made of small quartz particles that originated in the Appalachian Mountains and were carried to the Gulf of Mexico by the Apalachicola River around 20,000 years ago, and still continues to do so today. You can't feel it, but it's super warm. There's little tiny bait fish. The waves are actually a little bit stronger than I thought. It almost knocked me over. Here's another one. That's not going to stop me though. And no jellyfish. Not too many fish to see. That's a good thing, I guess. There's constant helicopter tours. That's a really good business.
Did you see that? That was a huge stingray. Pretty cool. But he moved pretty fast too. Can you guys see the little fish around my feet? This is a complimentary pedicure. I guess I'm in need of one because they came up to my feet like right away. There's the complimentary pedicure. I have to look out for the waves because they knocked me over from behind. Just so beautiful and so warm. My goodness. How are we going to leave the Destin area? The beaches can be pretty crowded, but if you come closer to the state parks, you can find some pretty secluded areas as well, just like this one. You'll have it all to yourself. They are all set up for the wedding. What a beautiful venue this is, right? Look at this. I love the arch and that view in the back. If I had known about this wedding, I would have worn like my formal swimsuit, but I didn't know until we got on the beach. And I know we're not invited, technically we're not invited to the wedding, but this is a public beach. So I guess we can attend because I'm going to check it out. Wow, the bride looks beautiful. Don't you think so? And they're very young. They have quite a big wedding party. Look how pretty everybody looks. I love weddings. Even though I don't know these people, it's still so pretty. And just like that, this day is almost over. There is so much more to life than repeating the same day over and over. Go out and explore. We took this very scenic ride west of Destin and headed over the bridge and into the next island, Okaloosa Island. As far as I know, nobody lives on this island. I believe it's just shops, restaurants, and the Gulfarium. It's a pretty ride out here, just heading west of Destin. We wanted to check out the Okaloosa Pier. It's 1,262 feet long. That's almost as long as our airport in Saba. And we heard you're guaranteed to catch a fish because the pier goes so far out there.
Shrimp is my most favorite food, so we were drawn into this restaurant that said all you can eat shrimp. And although my shrimp wasn't bad, it was tasty. It was fried, it was the only choice. They were small, they weren't the size they are onto the menu. So we chalked up this experience to the view, and we sat here and enjoyed the view and enjoyed the beach volleyball. And this trampoline style ball, which I had never seen before. And if you continue west, you will head into Fort Walton Beach, another great seaside town, beautiful beaches, cute downtown, and also outside, very scenic drives through these pretty streets. And did you know that just 5 miles of Fort Walton Beach is Eglin Air Force Base, which is the largest Air Force base in the world, with over 700 acres, including beaches. We heard the jets numerous times from the RV park, and now we know why. We didn't realize how close we were to the Air Force base. This concludes this tour, but stay tuned next week for more of the Panhandle, Florida. Thank you all for watching this video. It would help us tremendously by giving us a like, drop a comment, and share with a friend.